Hey guys, welcome back to the RCC Media YouTube channel. So today with us as our guest we have the renowned Mr. AHRAf of the RCC Stallions. Hey AHRAf, what's up? How are you doing today?
Yo, I'm doing good, bro. How are you guys doing, bro?
We're doing good as well.
Good.
So my first question to you is, how's your day going today?
Day's been going quite nice. I just woke up, saw like a Premier League game, so I'm just chilling today, nothing too crazy.
Okay, yeah, I guess that is
Mhm.
all for today. Thank you. That was just a joke. We still have the interview going. Let's get
Yeah,
serious right now. I mean, it's hard to be serious with AHRAf, but you're such a good person. Let's
yeah.
get serious. So, my first question to you is, what are your expectations with your teammates for the tournament?
Expectations. I mean, team's quite good. Like I know like the players I'm playing with. I know Saim very well. I know. I mean Arjun. We've I don't maybe know him the best, but like I know him enough. So my expectations are just to go out there, give the best out there. And if it's not the best, then I'll improve, and I expect the same from my teammates too. So.
Yeah, solid statement.
Mhm.
Talking about, the tournament, the teams and all of that, are you scared of any particular team right now that you wanna
I
fight to
think
fit
um
face against or stressed?
I think uh I think every team has a good shot. I mean, I analyze every team, and looking at past scrimmage performances, every team is very good. I mean, you look at the Thunder, their batting strength, last scrimmage, like rock pure blistering display from them. I mean, by Dhruv and by Vedansh. You look at Gladiators, they have consistent performers, and with Trailblazers, you have that bit of wild card from Nikith. So I think every team is very good and can catch us on our bad days. But if I would be scared of one team, like particularly, I'd say the Thunder. Their batting is again excellent, and if you look at Vedansh's recent bowling performances, that's a very very dangerous bowler. So I would say by far the Thunder.
As a player who's also a third player for your team as well, you're playing every single game. Also, you are playing for your team as well. So, what is your like, thought process when you're playing against other teams in a tournament, with other teams in a tournament, and also playing for your original side as well?
Yeah, my thought process is, I mean, again, I cannot take any of these opponents lightly. I want to have fun, but not like too unserious. You know what I mean? Every team, like every game, has to be like a must-win game. We can't really just bat our eye over any opponent. I mean, yeah, some people might look at Trailblazers and think, yeah, they're not the best, but that's not what this tournament is about. This tournament is about consistency, and we have to show that. If we lose a game, then we better at least try to bounce back next game. We cannot be like, lose a game by big runs or next game we do the same. There has to be improvements. There has to be. So,
As a player for the Stallions, how are you willing to contribute to your team in order to win, in order to lift the cup? Are you willing to contribute to your team?
oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, bowling wise, yeah. I mean, batting wise also. I mean, if you look at my last couple scrimmages, I've been trying to like get into the batting side of things more than the bowling. And yeah, I will try to practice more on the bowling, but batting is very important. You look at Sime, you have Arjun, but if Sime goes out, then who's gonna be the one who's gonna hit? So I'm trying to also like the past scrimmages, I think I was too like explosive, always trying to hit. But this recent scrimmage, I'm trying to like play like keep a more like clean game, keep a couple dots, keep a couple single just to stay on. So I'm trying to be that type of batsman who tries to like stay on and score those important runs if like a batsman gets out. Bowling wise, I mean last scrimmage wasn't that good for me, but you also have to account for the bad weather. I mean it was quite cold. I couldn't like quite focus that well. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Next scrimmage I'm gonna try, but as parts of contribution, I'll try to contribute any way possible. I'll listen to my captain's opinion. I mean, as I always do. So yeah, that's how I'm willing to contribute.
Okay, so let's move away from your team, talk about the tournament. So, were there some rules that you wanted to be part of the tournament, like the timed out rule, and the review system. So, are you still keen on the our organizer adding the rules to the tournament?
Maybe I think reviews are quite important to the game of cricket, you know. Of course, there's human error everywhere, you know, cricket, football, any sport. So I think reviews are good, okay? And if we don't have reviews, I mean, there could be like controversial decisions, but a review system could be good for the tournament. I think that would keep the game at its purest state and its most professional state. So I'm in favor of that.
And what about timed out?
Timed out. Nah, timed out is not something serious. I think it's totally not serious. It's more of an in club joke than anything.
Okay,
Especially between me and Nick, it's an in club joke. So
can you elaborate what this joke is basically?
if you know, there's a famous player from Bangladesh. If you know him, the famous criminal, I should say, Shakib
Okay,
Al Hassan. You know, no slander. This guy once, Angelo Matthews was trying to swap out his helmet, but he took too long, and Shakib, the criminal he is, decided to use the timeout system. So ever since that, the whole media has been making fun of this, rightfully so. You know, it's very unsportsmanship, and honestly, bro, every time there's like some delay on the field, that's what I'm doing, bro. I'm just saying time out, bro, time him out, you know.
okay,
So yeah, it's more of a joke, and the joke is like, you know, you take too much time, you're getting timed out. Simple as that, bro.
yeah. We hope you don't do that in the tournament, but
Nah, 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 nah.
I know learning from your idol, I must say.
Nah, he's not. Nah. My idol is Rishad Hussain, the true goat, bro. What are you telling me?
Okay. Now, coming back to serious questions. So, we have seen Stallions. So, your captain recently held a stance that if we don't have Akshay playing any scrimmages and he's allowed to play in the tournament, uh, you guys are not gonna play any games against the Trailblazers. So, are you like, do you agree with his decision, or did you have a different reaction to it?
I mean, I don't like. I agree. I agree with him. Okay. The Trailblazers, like, we're not. You said we're not gonna play them, right?
No, so I'll elaborate the situation again.
Yeah.
So as you know, Trailblazers have gotten this new player called Akshay, and
Yeah.
many of our players are talking about him that he's like 6'4", bulked up. He's a pace bowler, and he plays for
Mm.
the NCA, I believe. NCRTCA, I'm not sure. We'll ask him in his interview if we do take it. So, so what the situation was that Sim and Vedansh, like your captain and the Thunder's captain,
Mm.
wanted him to play a scrimmage, but the Trailblazers vice captain Surya said, no, you cannot force him to play any scrimmages. He's now available and stuff. So what the both captains were replied were like what they said, that they're not going to play any games against Trailblazers if he's allowed to play in the tournament without playing any what do you call it, scrimmages. So that
Oh,
was the whole situation.
yeah, I think he should play a scrimmage, because if we don't know like the player and his like how he plays, you know, it's just a mystery player, you know, like we should, yeah, I think we should at least play a scrimmage to at least know this guy, who this guy is and how he plays. You know, it would be good for other players too. Maybe they can actually like learn how to like play against him. You know, you can't just you can't just make random players join and not having to play a scrimmage, bro. You know what I mean? Keep it
Yeah.
fair. So I agree with it. I agree with it.
And now let's move to another player in our club. I hope you know, you're aware about his situation. The player we are talking about is Mr. Deepish.
Yes, yes.
So he recently got released from the Trailblazers. So what was your reaction to the whole news?
Now, my reaction, you know, the moment he got released, honestly, I felt so sad. I fell on my knees and screamed like to the skies, you know. It was the most saddest thing ever. You know, that day the room was quite dark. I didn't have much food, And when I saw Deepish get released, I think my whole world broke. I think I'm feeling very sorry for Deepish, the goat of cricket, you know. So indeed, it's a very heartbreaking story. My heart goes out to you, Deepish.
So Anthony
Yeah,
of
but in a serious note, does this, in your opinion, does this make the Trailblazers look more stronger, even though you don't know who Akshay is, or does it make it weaker without Deepish?
Um, in a serious note, Deepish is a good player. Okay, like he's a decent player. I think yeah, some of his concerns are true, but maybe the way he voices it aren't like good. Like you know what I mean? Maybe harassing like uh was it J-Ram, I believe, like saying that verbally harassing him. Well, maybe that's not
yeah.
the right approach. But I think in terms of his position at the team, I think the Trailblazers, you know, as you said, were a weak link, and yeah, that's a valid concern. And I think replacing him with, you know, this new guy, you guys say he's 6 foot, so he's very tall, you know, he could be a hitter. I think that could be to the team's benefit, you know. So I think maybe releasing Deepesh was good. And also, you have to look at it from another perspective, not just a player. You have to see it from a chemistry perspective. The Trailblazers' chemistry was not going good. When your own player insults you as a captain, that's not good. The chemistry is just gonna not work. So you have to move on from players like that. So I see it as a smart like move from Nikis to like, you know, get Deepish out, even though he's a very good player, and I still understand his concerns. So I think it's a pretty, you know, you have to be very nuanced with these types of things.
Okay. So let's now, like we asked Deepish, we want you to also make some predictions for the tournament. So as you know, we have the RCC stocks.
Mhm.
I hope you're aware of what it is. If you watch the Abrams video.
I have a slight idea, like you know, like I seen a stock about me getting like 5 wickets and like I think Vedansh getting a ton of runs, stuff like that. You know, I've
Yeah.
seen like the categories and stuff. So
So if for that, if you're to make a custom stock, like you think this player can achieve this and you are willing to invest in it. So do you have any like custom stock ideas like that?
stock wise, I'm not really like
Okay.
interested to be honest with you. But maybe I would like let's say if I would have to choose, probably I'd choose Vedansh. He's a very good, you know, very good player. So maybe I'll choose the safe option. So
Okay. Uh,
Let's I want to move aside from players or just how you play. Let's move on to the club in general. You're obviously now officially part of the RCC media sector, under which RCC podcast, which is
no, no,
under
no, 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 no.
just in general, talking in maybe in perspective of the in the tournament. Who do you think your predictions will be for the maybe the best batsman?
batsmen, very like there's good batsmen in this club. I mean, obviously Syme's there. You have Vedansh. You have, I mean, Rehan's been consistent. But if I would have to choose, okay, like I'm gonna choose the best batsman. And if I would have to choose, I think it's gonna be between Syme and Vedansh. And you know, I'd probably choose Vedansh. If you ask me unbiased wise, if you want my honest opinion, it's probably gonna be either Vedansh, and honestly, Dhruv is up there too. You know, last couple scrimmages, he's been very consistent. So I think these are like the top batsmen who are up there for consideration.
Okay. And what Abraham, do you have any questions for him as of right now? But I do. Can you like so Raf, so let's talk about Nikit. What do
Yeah,
you think of him as a captain?
Nikit, Gudakesh Moti, listen, you're in big trouble. Okay, this tournament you're gonna get exposed for who you are, bro. So stay humble, eh?
And what do you think? How will it like what will he bring to his team?
Obviously, now all jokes aside, he's a good player, but I think like his team, I think he's gonna bring like he's a very new captain, so I actually want to see what he brings to his team. But past scrimmages, he's been good. So maybe I don't know what he's gonna bring. Not that much because I don't see him much as a like captain. Really, I haven't seen him much as a captain that much. But maybe like batting display, he's been good batting. Bowling wise, yeah, maybe he can like add a bit of an all round performance to his team. I think.
Yeah, you said that he was maybe not ready for captaincy yet, or haven't seen captain a lot yet. If it
Yeah.
weren't for Nikit as being captain for the tournament, who would you have picked? Let's say it's Vedansh, Jairam, Saim, the fourth captain that you might think. Because Nikit also said
Mm,
that he might not be ready for captaincy. So who would you want to pick as fourth captain if it was up to you?
I would I actually like that Nikit is a captain because I think some players like who are new or like young like Nikit should get captaincy just to see what they do. So like it would be fun to see maybe who knows Deepish be a captain. But if I would actually have to go for like an actual like captain, we've seen Dhruv captain before. In the series we've seen him captain before, so maybe I'd see Dhruv being captain. Try like have like Dhruv as a captain. That'd be decent.
What about if there are no like admins cannot be captain? Then well, who would you pick? Just for members.
Admins, if they can't be captain, I'd probably pick Deepish, bro. Probably pick Deepish.
What makes you want to
Listen,
pick Deepish?
listen, is that chaotic factor, bro? What can he bring to his team? Who knows? Deepish could be the jewel, bro. He could be, as the French call the bijou, bro. He could bring that chaotic factor to the team, bro. But seriously, yeah, I would actually want to see Deepish captain. It could be kind of fun to see.
I've seen Deepish captain before. He's a little bit aggressive. I would say, passionate in a different way. Maybe not to the
Mm.
game, but passionate in a way that
Could you repeat?
Bro, Abraham, what happened?
oh, I wasn't talking right
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
I was talking right there.
what?
Oh,
What?
someone just came from that door, so I was talking there.
Okay, okay. We'll cut this part out as well, bro.
Whoa, what is
Okay, continue, continue.
Oh yeah. What?
that? Bro, lock
What do you want me
in,
to
bro.
continue?
Lock in.
What was that?
Someone just came from that door, from my bedroom door.
Time out, time out.
Hey, time out, bro.
Sorry, guys. We'll end the part one right here. We are having a lot of inconveniences right now. Somebody is knocking on Abraham's door, and Araf is also having a bit of beef. So we'll just end this part right here.